seeing all you that for the first time she's nervous. So, what a time to spring that on me. Can I ask before Wendy starts, are there any students and people here outside of speech pathology?
Yes.
Wow. Wonderful.
No.
So, always doing speech pathology. Okay. Always doing speech pathology who are male. Oh my God. Right. Wow. Oh, two. Oh, great.
Oh, yeah.
Great. I've got a reason for asking, you know. I reckon if there was more males, more men, boys doing speech pathology, I reckon they probably would have come up to me and said, Paul, look, if there's a possibility that Wednesdays are your golf day, we'll arrange a seminar a different day. So come on, encourage.
Well, g'day everybody. My name is Wendy. I had a stroke nearly 12 years ago. I turned 60.
And a good friend who did that caricature of Wendy for her 60th birthday. And I told him, I said, that's fantastic. He said, no. He said, as long as I give him nice legs and nice, they're happy. And I might just point out, and some of you might have seen this last year, but just to point out that neither of those two gentlemen on the night of the 60th birthday is me.
Before my stroke, I was a theatre nurse and I loved it. The stroke happened very quickly. I felt strange, lost control of my right arm and leg. I couldn't speak. Sat down on the kitchen floor, couldn't get up. My husband came in, went to hospital. 2 weeks in Caboolture Hospital, then 9 weeks at rehab directives. Mostly physio and OT. Not much speech therapy. Speech therapy was hard to find then. At the end of my therapy, I asked, will I be able to talk again? Young Steve said to me, well, Wendy, it's nearly 6 months. You won't improve much from here. Oh wow. I couldn't put 2 words together. I thought, this is the best I'm going going to be, so I cried and cried and cried. But things have changed. Community services are much better than now. There are more of them and they're more accessible. Patients have a say. I'm happy to say the changes. Does everybody know what aphasia is? Imagine waking one day to find that you cannot speak or understand what's being said to you. You can't read the paper or even write your name. That you are thinking normally. How frustrating would it be? Your communication did not go away. This is the experience of aphasia with people.
I heard a general about communication difficulties. We're just talking aphasia. And this is, I think, where we're up to now. I think there's more statistics and being researched as we speak. But approximately a third of everyone who has a stroke has aphasia, ends up with aphasia. And very, very conservatively, that's more than 100,000 people. So one in, roughly every 200. But I reckon that's probably really conservative from what we're hearing. It is more common than Parkinson's disease, but it's certainly not known as much as Parkinson's disease. And studies have shown that the outcomes for people who have had a stroke and have aphasia as well are significantly worse than those who have a stroke without aphasia.
People should be aware that people with aphasia are competent and intelligent. They have thoughts, opinions, and emotions. They can solve problems. They can see and hear. They can make their own decisions. They know what to say, but have difficulty saying it. Don't talk down to them. Look at them when you're talking to them. Have patience and listen. What caused my stroke? I was told nothing in hospital.
Saying that Wendy was told nothing in hospital, I was basically told nothing in hospital. We're going back 12 years, and as we've said, things have changed dramatically. But basically, by the time Wendy got up into a ward, and there was no such thing as stroke wards or whatever back then, I was told to go back to the waiting room and see if you can find something amongst the brochures on the wall that's got the word stroke on it, and that'll tell you all you need to know. So 4 years after Wendy's stroke, Wendy's heart was monitored, and yeah, an extra 40,000 beats in one day. So normally about 100,000, she was having 140. So, again, something I didn't know about, Wendy did, being a nurse, that she did have AF, and that's been basically fixed, but since then, the way Wendy was when she had it, and we looked back prior to Wendy's stroke and pretty much agreed that that was probably what caused her stroke, because you can kick in and out of it. And yeah, again, we've since found out that AF is a major cause of stroke.
3 years ago, 3 years after my stroke, I found speech therapy at the University of Queensland. Right. It was a big turning point in my life. I learned the word aphasia. I learned it means hard work. I got involved with research, and I'm still in.
Doesn't know the word no.
Now, you could told me shortly how I can do, how I can learn to talk again and communicate.
Yeah. Most probably know, or some know, we're both heavily involved in AAA. It's lots of work, but we've got to know a heck of a lot of wonderful people, and you know, it feels good if you get some good things done in terms of support. We have a national conference every couple of years. We get at least roughly 200 there. Last year it was in Perth, and we've got nearly 200 even over there. Next year it's going to be in Adelaide in October next year. Support groups or coffee groups, and there's a lot of great support groups that are organised by speechies. Some involved in different rehab units, and they get them. Following on from them, it's great to get people involved in their own coffee groups near where they live. They're fun, and they are important. We just get the same, get people turning up all the time. Just a way to get out and a way to get involved. And so yeah, it's after rehab we encourage people to find a group near them or help them start one of their own.
I am involved with 3 coffee groups. Northside, Private Island, and Caboolture, and one in Maroochydore. They can have 25 people a month.
Just quickly, and I don't know whether Barry's here, we got some great funding through AAA, which is, we've actually employed an executive officer, which is a first. So some huge changes in our governance structure, etc. And getting ourselves in a position where we can encourage, persuade the individual state bodies to join with us, and ways to give added value to members. So we will be putting together by the end of the year, or starting the end of the year, a whole new website, which hopefully will allow members to log in as a member and get stuck into some things, blogs and you name it. So if you're not already a member of AAA, I forgot to bring application forms, but let me know.
Some things I learned to do. I learned to practice left-handed.
So these are all with Wendy's left hand.
want to add on to it. We want to have 1,000 likes. So today you told me. So 2 things from me. From that now.
Just go shopping.
Going shopping. In my wheelchair. People spoke to Paul or other one with me, not to me. I was angry. They thought I was gaga. They soon learned I wasn't stupid. I could understand them. I needed time. I need time. In the hospital, not for a stroke.
Just in general wards and other since the stroke, not for stroke. Just Wendy finds it very difficult, especially having been a nurse, very difficult to get people to understand aphasia and find the ways to help her.
I know that the doctors and nurses are busy, and they don't have time. Most important is for us is time. Time to understand and time to get the words out. How do we fix this? People should be aware.
And use the word aphasia.
Yes.
Whenever you're talking about this particular communication, you can use the word aphasia. Okay.
One day we'll be on TV and radio.
We'll do it. We'll get aphasia on TV. We'll run some ads.
Yes. Sometimes you feel frustrated and even angry. There are days we feel hopeless. Believe me, things get better. I just turned 70-something.
Wasn't able to put it in.
Nearly 12 years in my stroke. I don't have bad times. Not bad, but now I still get frustrated and angry, but everyone doesn't do that. After my stroke, I thought about all the things I've lost. I felt sorry for myself, but I didn't know how to get better. I know it's hard work with people to help you. thank you for being nice to me and listening to me.